I do that is because I get sick and tired of hearing the sob stories from kikes. I get sick and tired of seeing Uncle Tom here sucking up trying to be a white
Go ahead, Troy, go ahead. No, let me tell you. Hey, you gotta be kidding. You gotta be kidding. You gotta be kidding. Hey, hold it. Hold it. Sit down.
Today's video is a blast to the past, to a time when reality TV was a little bit more real than it is today. Back in 1988, there was a talk show called The Geraldo Show, and I think this is the show that sparked a lot of the Martys and Jeremy Kyles and all those type of shows that came in after that. But this one show would change broadcasting history for years to come.
Young racists. Are these angry young men merely looking for attention? Or do they represent something much more dangerous? That's our focus on this edition of Geraldo.
The show's main topic was about white hate groups that are discriminating against Jewish and black communities and basically any kind of minority community. And get this, they actually bring some of those people onto the set to try and reason with them and like have some sort of debate with them to try and get to some sort of middle ground or understanding with them. And you know what? Things didn't turn out so well. Unexpectedly, some not so nice words were starting to get thrown around, and this led to a whole brawl, and by the end of the episode, Geraldo had a broken nose.
As many of you already know, and as all the rest can plainly see by looking at me right now, our program today on young hate mongers came to an unexpectedly violent conclusion. But because we believe it's important to expose the activities of these racist, anti-Semitic groups and to subject them to our scrutiny and our scorn, we're going to bring you the program in its entirety. Parents, please be advised that because of the violence and some of the language it contains, this program is probably not appropriate for small children.
You know, I tried my best to figure out some sort of way to make the audio on the video sound a little bit clearer, but, you know, there's nothing I can really do. I'm not a fucking technical genius out here. But I thought it'd be interesting to take a look, see what happened, what led up to this huge brawl and everything. At the time, these racist groups were a lot more active than they are right now, and they were committing a lot of acts of violence all across America. So that was the main topic of the discussion, and they brought on a few leaders of a few different racist groups, and they brought on some victims that were affected by members of these groups, and just to try and confront them and, you know, see what they have to say for themselves.
But first meet William and Marianne Stump and their baby. They were brutally attacked just a few days ago by 5 violent skinheads. You'll hear their story in a minute. John Metzger, the director of the White Aryan Resistance Movement, Bob Hike, the director of the American Front, and Michael Palish, the director of the Skinheads of the National Resistance.
These 3 stooges are the primary antagonists of this video, as well as the primary antagonists of life. And these boys have come on TV today to try and gain some exposure for their racist groups. And, you know, I'm not sure how they're going to be able to convince people to take their side with a few of the beliefs they have. They seem a little bit far out there, you know. I don't think most people are going to agree with these.
He says that whites must learn to keep themselves separate from the evil blacks and Jews. Bob Hike, he's the director of the American Front. Although he's got some hair in his head, he's a skinhead in heart, and he believes that Adolf Hitler and the Nazis were heroes. Michael Palish, of the Skinheads of the National Resistance. He says our country has been invaded by the Hispanics. Raped and deceived by the Jews. And maligned and fornicated on by the blacks.
So with all that being said, the crowd starts probing them and asking questions, and they want explanations. You know, they're trying to understand how they can have these beliefs and be so violent. And everything they say is absolutely terrible, and things just get worse. Like, everyone just starts getting fucking irritated with them.
Bob Hike, you're a skinhead. Your organization is a neo-Nazi group.
No, not necessarily.
You believe in clashing and bashing, right? Going out bashing is sort of...
Attack us all you want. You're not going to get anywhere.
May I
Well, then
say...
speak your mind.
Hold it.
We will.
Bashing is defined in your publication as groups of you going out hunting
In my publication?
other groups.
In my publication?
Well, it's actually
I was attacked by
John
the
Small's
White
publication.
People, you know, just
God, come on,
just
guys.
like the communists that are in this group right
How
now.
do you justify attacking a white man? And his
I can't justify it because I did not do it, and none of my people didn't do it. And people with political beliefs such as mine wouldn't have done that. We don't do that kind of thing. We don't walk around the streets just beating on anybody. We don't go up and spew political beliefs of somebody. If they don't agree with us, we don't beat them up. I mean, Jesus Christ, that's not the way to do things, obviously.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's why people in the crowd are laughing. He's literally saying the opposite thing of what they're doing. He's falling back. This guy can't admit for what his group's actions have done, but the other guys are more than willing to.
According to law enforcement, skinheads recently have been involved in activities. I mentioned bashing. You say you don't condone it. Okay, let's say you don't condone it. What about the desecration of synagogues?
If anything, they should be paying us not to do it.
Wait. Do you believe Bob Hike in the desecration of synagogues?
No, it's a waste of good American paint.
So I smoke pot, so what's up with that?
So you're a drug fiend, so that's your problem. We don't.
Recently in California. Excuse me. Recently in
Like, these people are even hating on the fucking stoners. Like, they just fucking hate everybody.
California, a group of skinheads, racist skinheads, slit the throat of a young Hispanic woman. They wanted to make a point and to scare minority people. Do you endorse that activity?
Listen, let's get to the real issues here.
Yes or
Why
no,
are
John?
you curbing? Why are you beating around the bush, Jerry?
Yo, just the way this guy even talks, he sounds like a villain in a Taken movie or something. As he just sidesteps the question like a fucking running back. Because his honest answer would just make him sound like an absolute terrible human being. Which is what he is. Like, just look at that smug look on his face. Like, I really just do not like this guy. He's got such a punchable fucking face.
Look at White Jerry King. That was your former name, wasn't it?
It wasn't, and I really recommend
okay.
that you don't push me too hard.
Oh, come on, sir. Do a little research.
Okay, let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Yeah, he knows not to fuck with my boy Geraldo. Look at him though, he's aged beautifully. But for about 30 minutes, this just goes on with a lot more arguing and just nonsense. I'm gonna go ahead and skip to the spicy part where shit actually starts going down.
If you have true belief in your convictions and your movement is as good and as powerful as you say it is, why are you afraid to let other people speak? Why are you not like other minorities and allow other people to pursue whatever happiness they find in whatever religion they find, whatever color they happen to be? You don't let anybody answer a question, and if you don't have a question like this lady over here, you tell her to shut up. What are you afraid of?
The reason why I do that is because I get sick and tired of hearing the sob stories from kikes. I get sick and tired of seeing Uncle Tom here sucking up trying to be a white
Go ahead, Troy, go ahead. Now, let me tell you. Hey, you gotta kiss. You gotta kiss. You gotta kiss. Hey, hold it. Hold it. Sit down.
members' names. The space station...
Yeah, so these guys pushed their luck too much, and they ran into somebody that wasn't gonna take their bullshit. But the whole fucking scene, everybody in the crowd, everybody on stage, everybody just goes into an all-out fucking brawl. You can see in the clip somebody hurl a chair right at Geraldo, and that's what ends up breaking his nose. It just looks like a multiple-man tag team WWE WrestleMania fucking showdown right now. So they end up just cutting to commercial. And, dude, the commercials back in the day, like, they seem pretty fucking cool. Like, take a look at this.
Taste our flame-grilled salmon. Delightful. Taste our flame-grilled swordfish. Delicious. Taste our flame-grilled haddock. Mouth-watering. Taste the country oven seafood grilled over open flames. Seafood doesn't get more succulent, more flavorful than this. Country Oven tonight in Linglestown.
It's just so nice and simple. Such an at-home vibe. I don't know. I really like it. It felt nice. But anyway, during commercial break, the three racist group leaders end up getting escorted out by the police, and no one was pressed any charges. Nobody got in trouble, even the guy that threw the chair. But after the commercial break, the show went on. Geraldo finished the show even with his broken nose, and yeah, I'll put a link to the full episode in the description if you guys want to go check that out. Other than that, the video is getting to like, it's over 10 minutes now, so I think I'm going to go ahead and end it. You know, make sure to comment down below what you guys think about the whole situation. You know, it's funny to think just about 40 years ago this stuff was happening. And I think it goes to show just how much racial tension has cooled down, even though it's still, you know, it's still an issue today, but things have gone a lot better, and I think we should acknowledge that. Other than that, make sure to slap the like button with your cock, hit that sub button, come on, join the gang. I'm another version of you, so you'd only be helping yourself out, you know. And I'll catch you in the next one.